Looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the two, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it can also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
So here's Miami's starting group. Wiggins is out there with Powell. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Larson in at the 2. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. 6 on the shot clock. Alexander Walker. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
And the trade of Jimmy Butler. Tim, the Heat's star power took a hit.
Well, one thing is for certain in this league, you need stars to win big. Draft picks, flexibility, those things are great. Even nice young players, but it's only going to take you so far.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now, here's Mitchell, defended by Alexander Walker. Pass to Larson. Now, here's Adebayo. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Adebayo's teammates encourage him to be aggressive down there. He's a very intelligent low-post scorer.
Now, Okongwu. Pass to Alexander Walker. A three-pointer off the mark. The Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Mitchell passes to Powell. Adebayo with a screen on Daniels. The shot by Powell, no good. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Still without a basket in the game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
Now, here's Adebayo. Coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Trying to end the drought, and Johnson with the lay-in good.
And inside the paint, Johnson is becoming very consistent. He knows what angle to take.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. Adebayo kicks to Powell. Back to Adebayo. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Here's Alexander Walker. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia.
And he also forced a number of turnovers, ending the night with 3 steals.
Here's Alexander Walker. Johnson sets the screen for Daniels. At 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The number 1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Miami leading by 4. Pass to Adebayo. Off target from outside. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Okongwu with a screen on Powell. And it's Risa Shea missing. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Okongwu against Adebayo. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. In the corner, Daniels. And it's off from three-point range. Powell for three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Heat out front, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got McCollum out there with Hield. Jock Landale's out there with Kispert. And Gay is in at the 4. The Hawks trail by 4. Hield can't hit. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Kevin, back to you.
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Yaka Jonas. He's guarded by McCollum. Pass to Yaka Jonas. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Daniel. Pass to Johnson. Here's Rizachet. And a wide open look for McCollum. Drains the three-pointer. McCollum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Pelicans. There's the pick. Here's Wiggins. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Rizachet. Johnson surveying the floor. And here's McCollum. Over Mitchell. McCollum, no good.
struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
You know, Jim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade, and I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
And when Wiggins moves the rock, it's a huge plus for the offense.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
Alexander Walker's checked in. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Alexander Walker. No scoring in this one. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Yeah, if you give Ricochet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
He'd have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Powell, the pass to Larson. Adebayo against Johnson. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Ricochet. Now, Alexander Walker. Fires for 3. Larson with the rebound. The Heat leading by 8. Now, here's Adebayo. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Daniels. Nails the baby hook.
And as a scorer, Daniels can really work inside with that size.
Powell outside. From deep. Where? No good. Hawks have gone just 33% for the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Miami.
Andrew Wiggins.
Daniels with the bounce pass. Johnson with a screen on Mitchell. Alexander Walker. No good on the 3. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. Pass to Larson. Here's Adebayo. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. On the team.
The previous play is under review.
Out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down, it interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's the Miami Heat in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Greetings, Shaq Kenny and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Well, right now for the Heat, guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Miami Heat.
Some teams say they're going to attack the paint. These guys are just doing it, and you see the result.
I know, that's music to your ears, and they need to keep playing that tune.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. And you look at Adebayo, what a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Here's Alexander Walker. Nothing on the board. On the court for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Norman Powell is out there with Wiggins, and it's Mitchell, and it's Larson in at the shooting guard. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. 4 on the clock. From the arc. A rebound by Mitchell.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Powell outside. Adebayo with a screen for Powell. Nice move. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Powell. Adebayo's got the lead up to 10 now for Miami. And it's the Hawks ball. Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Hawks passing it around. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
Now, Reza Shea, after Norman Powell missed from long range. Johnson finds Alexander Walker. The Heat leading by 10. Wiggins outside, in the corner, Powell with it. Back to Wiggins, to the inside. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
And there's the call on Reza Shea. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over it.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Guys?
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much. Now, Alexander Walker. Following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Pass to Reza Shea. To end the cold streak. And it's Miami with the rebound. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Hawkins outside. For three, Mitchell. Rebound, Atlanta. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds now tonight. 1:37 left to play in the third. Kispert finds Daniel. A shot. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Larson. Right side, Adebayo. Over Okongwu. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Hawks trail by 10. Outside Daniel. Back to Alexander Walker. Now Reza Shea. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Hawkins the pass to Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Adebayo. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. For Atlanta, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Okongwu with a screen on Mitchell. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
A three-pointer. Wiggins hits it from three-point range. Wiggins has got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat lead by 13. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. C.J. McCollum out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Kispert. Then it's Jalen Johnson. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
McCollum looking it over. On the wing, Johnson. The Hawks working the ball around. For 3, Kispert. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Trying to find where and gets it to him.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Here's Landale. Pass to McCollum. Shoots over Jonas. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, you can't give McCollum space anywhere on the floor.
Miami leading by 16. Powell outside. Here's Jonas. He's guarded by McCollum to the paint. Here's Jovic. And he banks in the layup. And the Heat lead by 18.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Reza Shea is coming in for Corey Kispert. Dyson Daniels checked in for Buddy Hield. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McCollum. Now Reza Shea. Alexander-Walker finds Johnson. Okongwu with the screen for Reza Shea. He can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Adebayo, and he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
That came out of nowhere. Adebayo with the highlight reel dunk.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. The Hawks trail by 20. Here's Alexander-Walker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Powell, the pass to Adebayo. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Good work there as it goes.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
The Hawks again can't hit. And here are the Heat now. Big run right now going for them, 11-2.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 3 wins on the year now.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
Drains it from beyond the arc. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Mitchell outside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.